Welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Friday, November 12th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. And Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you, inviting you to pause, to just sit down for a little while and breathe and center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. Each time we come together, I talk about a different reading from Scripture and I read my way through different books of the Bible. Today we're on Romans 9:30 to 33, and I want to read the whole thing for you because it's just 3 verses. We go from one extreme to the other. Last time on Wednesday it was 23 verses, now it's just 3. So these are the verses. What then are we to say? Gentiles who did not strive for righteousness have attained it, that is, righteousness through faith. But Israel, who did strive for the righteousness that is based on the law, did not succeed in fulfilling that law. Why not? Because they did not strive for it on the basis of faith, but as if it were based on works. They have stumbled over the stumbling stone. As it is written, "See, I am laying in Zion a stone that will make people stumble, a rock that will make them fall. And whoever believes in him will not be put to shame." Wow. It's a challenging thing to think about this, and yet so true in our own faith journeys. Sometimes we're working so hard for our life to go in a particular way, and it doesn't happen. Sometimes we're trying so hard to get our faith back online, and it doesn't happen. But then God comes and surprises us, and the things that we were hoping for, or the closeness to God that we were so desiring, it comes. We stumble over all of our own efforts. We think we have to make faith happen. But it's a gift of God. It comes freely. It comes easily. We stumble over all the other things. We make it all into a challenge instead of accepting the relationship freely as God offers it to us. So if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house and close the door and settle into a chair and close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. As you breathe in the breath of life. And as you breathe out all that does not give you life. As you breathe in God's peace. And as you breathe out all that does not give you peace, all of your worries, your fears, your anxieties, all of the pressures that you feel in this moment. Let them out. Let them go for just a little bit here, for just a few moments. Imagine God's presence coming to you with each deep breath and spreading in you and touching every cell in your body. Imagine it maybe like the way that blood moves through our body and oxygen gets to all of our cells, moving from our lungs to our heart. And just like the deep breathing of our lungs, our heart rate slows to a calm and resting pace. And the peace and presence of God moves from our heart up into our neck, and it renews the neck, and the muscles unwind in your neck. It moves up into your mind, into your brain, and the peace of God settles on your brain and on your mind, and all of the activity is calm and peaceful for a moment. It moves into your face. Your brow unfurrows. Your jaw relaxes. Keep breathing deeply. The peace of God moves from your heart into your shoulders and down your arms to the tips of your fingers. And as it does so, your hands open up. You feel the gift of God's grace in your hands. The muscles in your shoulders and arms are relaxed and renewed. It moves into your back, and all of the aches and pains of your back are eased, and the muscles get soft. The knots go away. It moves down into your stomach. And as the peace of God settles into your stomach, the churning in your stomach stops. The peace of God moves from your stomach down into your legs, your thighs, your calves, your feet. And as it does so, it washes away the weariness of the day. You are touched in every part of your body, every cell of your body, by the presence of God. In your mind's eye, go to a rocky uphill trail. It's clearly a trail, but there's a lot of rocks on it. At the very top is a place of calm and peace. You know that because you've been up this trail before. You know that because everyone talks about how peaceful and calm it is to be at the top of the trail. You're walking up the trail, sometimes stumbling a bit over some of the stones. To make it less boring, I guess, or frustrating, you start to name the stones. You name them the things that cause you to stumble in your life. You could name them things like overcommitment, too much work, could be drugs, could be something else. I'm going to leave you to walk up that trail, naming the stumbling stones that you're stepping on. Just keep naming them. nearing the top. The trail is leveling off. The stumbling stones are fewer and fewer. Now you're in a grass area with a bench and an amazing view. And a waiting presence. The presence is the presence of God. What conversation do you and God want to have about all those stumbling stones and the trail to get here and the journey of life? I'll be quiet while the two of you talk. Then the time for the conversation to end comes. And you end it in whatever way is appropriate. And you allow that image to fade away. And you bring yourself back into the presence of God, into the room where you are. And I might add, and God is present there too. When you're ready, open your eyes. Let's take a break, take a breath for Friday, November 12th. If you have feedback for me, or you want to talk or pray, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.